What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Try Angel Soft for your tushy. It's made by angels. Soft and strong, budget friendly. The choice is simple. Pick up a pack today.
Angel Soft.
Soft and strong, simple.
For exclusive podcasts and more, sign up at patreon.com/partnersincrimemedia.
This week's Law & Order Marathon winner is Mary Ridgway of Dallas, Texas. Mary will get a marathon decal showing she watched 26.2 hours of her favorite crime show. To be next week's winner, sign up at lawandorderpodcast.com.
I'm Kevin Flynn with Rebecca Lavoie and Neal E. Fischer, and these are their stories.
You think you know who did it, but you don't know who did it. Law and order, law and order, law and order. It's no ordinary police procedural, baby. It's the FNOG of police procedurals, baby. Law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. These are their stories, these are their stories.
Welcome to These Are the Stories, the podcast about network TV's most enduring crime franchise and the real-life cases that inspired their shows. I'm Kevin Flynn. Each podcast will break down an episode from either Criminal Intent, SVU, or Original Recipe. And today we're looking at Special Victims Unit, Season 12, Episode 15, Flight.
It appears she does not want to pursue this matter.
But we have a billionaire pervert flying in underage girls for sex, so trust me, we will be pursuing the matter.
Joining me to do just that is true crime author and the host of Crime Writers On and Netflix's You Can't Make This Up podcasts, Rebecca Lavoie. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Kevin.
And rounding out our panel is our special guest from the Triviality podcast. It's Neal E. Fischer. Hello, Neal.
Hey, happy to be here, Kevin and Rebecca.
Well, you're here because you've just written a book, and it's called, and I'm holding it up right now so all the people listening in can see it. It's called Law & Order SVU Confidential.
Yeah, it is.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's a new fan guide for Law & Order SVU. It's got something for everyone, I think. I was tasked with writing this book. I had actually never seen the show, believe it or not. I'd seen all the memes, and I'd seen different clips here and there of Ice-T dissing people. And I said, this is a great challenge. I can't wait to watch it. So I watched every single episode of SVU in 3 months while writing the book. And that's what you have right in your hands right there.
Oh, my goodness. That's an assignment.
Do you have a favorite Benson hair era?
Ooh, that's a great question. Definitely not the pixie cut that almost got her fired, which I know she doesn't like as well. I guess maybe like season 5 or 6. I just like when it's very like zhuzhed up because my mom's a hairdresser. So anytime her hair is zhuzhed up and she looks like pretty badass, crime fighting and everything's perfectly done. I love that. It's just because it's TV. Why not?
Now, I was going through the book and I'm trying to wonder how many pages you dedicated to podcasts about Law & Order SVU.
There was like about 10 pages specifically about this podcast, but just in case of copyright, they told me to pull it back.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
They're like, hey, 222 pages is enough. It's a nice number, 222, and they're like, we can't, if it's 232.
That's how many years SVU has been on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Geriatric Benson, yeah.
So, Neal, of all the franchises, which two cops are your favorite Law & Order detective team?
Favorite Law and Order detective team.
I got to go Munch and Finn. I just love them both. Their camaraderie, the fact that they both slowly devolve into wearing all black. And my favorite story, I guess, from the making of this is I tried to get a blurb from Ice-T and reached out to his management. And it's an email that I will frame, forever. It just said, "Thank you, Ice will pass." And I thought, okay, Ice will pass. That's fine.
He's like, nah, I'm good. Yeah,
exactly. But no, I love both of them. And I think my favorite side character on top of them, though, is probably Wong. I just love everyone doesn't believe him. He's always right. Stabler always wants to fight him, even though he's 100% correct every time. And I just love that his resolve is so strong that he can, defy Stabler and be okay.
Kevin loves him, too, and he can prove it. You ready, Kevin?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it Wong. He's not wrong. Bring it Wong.
Yeah, any opportunity to play that one, Kevin will
I was
take
like, oh, he set me up like
just teed up for
playing
you, yeah.
volleyball. Yeah, here we go. Here's the spike. And who is your favorite prosecutorial team?
Favorite Law and Order District Attorney Prosecutorial Team.
I'd say Cabot for sure. She's just great. I love her rapport with the whole cast, and she's just tough as nails. And I know it's the first one. I think it's just because when I watched the series from the beginning, I really got into her, and I just think she's great. So
yeah, and her height.
And her height too, and the fact that I think I put in the book that she couldn't really see that well in real life, so she kind of convinced Dick Wolf, I think my character should wear glasses because she couldn't see, and that's why she has glasses in the beginning.
Smart.
So, yeah.
Very smart.
That's perfect. Yeah. And then that's why Chris Maloney said, I think my character should be bald.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right, now let's take a look at the first half of this episode, Special Victims Unit Season 12, Episode 15, Flight. Just a reminder, we're going to be talking about fictional detectives investigating fictional crimes against fictional victims. Now, if you still find that especially heinous, you might want to check out another one of our episodes. And you might want to stop watching SVU as well. So on a commercial flight back to France, 12-year-old Dominique accuses another passenger of trying to rape her. On a video call from Paris, she tells SVU detectives in New York that her actual attacker was Jordan Hayes, a billionaire defense contractor who forced her to give him a naked massage during his birthday party.
He's a billionaire defense contractor and personal friend of just about everyone who's got the power to take away our pensions.
Craigan's ordered us to tread lightly.
Dominique's 12 years old. She said an older girl flew out with her.
Yeah, and by older, he means 15.
Another victim?
We're not sure. We're tracking her down now.
Even though Dominique now refuses to cooperate, detectives Benson and Stabler look at the manifest of a private jet that flew her into the U.S. Also aboard, a minor named Nicole, as well as Dahlia Jessup, Hayes' on-again, off-again girlfriend who's been traveling nonstop to international sex tourism destinations, like Paris. Who knew? Dahlia tells Olivia and Elliot that the girls were fashion models who got drunk at the party, but they weren't raped. But she does let it slip that the child was treated by a private doctor. They track down the physician to the stars, Ari Nathan, who says Dominique's bleeding was nothing more than her period. Then by the way, said exactly like a man. That was just a period.
That's called menses.
That's right.
Menses, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Then into the squad room walks Jordan Hayes himself and his lawyers to report that the 12-year-old raped him. He says he waited in his massage room for the, quote, present someone offered him. He fell asleep and woke up getting a travail de main from the girl who threatened,
I got it.
Okay, right.
I got it. With context clues.
Context clues. The girl threatened to blackmail him if he didn't take her virginity. Benson and Stabler aren't buying it, but instead of arresting the rich and powerful man right there, Craigan tells them to pick up the doctor for failing to report. They find the doc at Dahlia's penthouse, treating her for an overdose of pills. They come close to getting her to spill the beans, but Hayes shows up in her hospital room, and she clams up. That's when the other girl who flew over with Dominique comes forward. Nicole says that they found the naked sleeping billionaire, and Dominique entered the room proclaiming that she was going to get rich. Okay, so we open midair where a woman decides after a 7-hour flight that she's going to learn to speak French 20 minutes before they land.
I have to learn how to say this before we land. Helen says if you don't order in French, they spit in your food.
Because everybody will think they're what if they don't? Like ugly Americans, right?
She doesn't want to get her wine spat in.
She's an un moron, as her husband says.
Un moron, yes, I remember.
But that's when Dominique has her freak out, right? And she's yelling in French, and the steward needs someone to translate. A guy jumps up and he says that she is claiming that the guy next to her is a pervert, which I think means green pear.
But, yeah, that's right. That's what Pepe Le Pew was, I think, right? Yeah.
But think about it, she's a stewardess in first class on Air France. How does she not know French?
It's a good point. She's just doing it for the health insurance, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's like someone asks for a blanket. It's like, what do you want? I usually do the Cancun run.
She wants the free Cisco Brie.
The free Cisco Brie.
That's right.
So not for nothing, she's 12. Isn't she an unaccompanied minor? Shouldn't she be wearing one of those big signs around her neck?
She is. It says UM on a sign around her neck, which comes up later.
I forgot about that. You're right. It's
point.
gigantic. Well, it reminds me of Sleepless in Seattle, right? I mean, kids are flying by themselves all the time, right? But love stories in that case, not rape, but
exactly.
different.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although her sign looks like it says,
yeah.
It must have been what the stewardess said when she started speaking French. Parlez-vous anglais? No, all right. I guess I'm screwed here. Hopefully another passenger can translate for me. So that custom agent says that he has personally cleared all of Hayes' guests on his private jet, meaning he's not a customs agent. He's an immigration officer. Way to go, fact-checking. But he says all of the girls were, quote, this side of legal.
Great album name.
This side of what legal? I mean, their birthdays are right on the passport.
This side of Prince Andrew's version of legal.
Yes.
Exactly.
I said what I said.
That's okay. You gave the disclaimer at the beginning of the episode, right? It's fictional.
Right.
We're talking about fictional detectives.
100% fictional. Nothing about this rings true.
And fictional royals.
Yes.
So in doing the obligatory PowerPoint, which, I don't know, I didn't catch it in the book. Did you talk about how apparently all these detectives have like great audio-visual technical skills?
Yeah, I should have. It's one of the things, like, I love the old corkboard and you know, red yarn type stuff inside the office. Once they switch to the big screen right in the middle of the entire office, it kind of, you know, loses a little bit of its luster. But I just love that Munch has a parabolic microphone in the bottom drawer of his desk that he just uses whenever he wants. Yeah,
we'll get to that. I mean, that Patriot Act money went everywhere.
It
apparently.
did.
Yeah,
it did. I think the giant screen is how all of these cops randomly got tech skills that made them qualified to go work at the computer crimes department at some point, right? Rollins works at the computer. When Lydia's pregnant,
and they need an excuse.
Sit behind a computer.
Well, they're doing that PowerPoint presentation on their suspect, Jordan Hayes, and they have a photo of him giving a speech at Hudson University. And knowing Hudson, it was probably the commencement address.
We are Hudson, where the bad guys go to school.
Jingles all the time.
Yeah. Neal has a nice section on Hudson University, by the way.
Love Hudson University.
It's elite.
Yeah. It's elite.
Until it's not.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well, I feel like if you go there, it's even more of a celebration that you graduated unscathed, I think, right? It's like, instead of going to Harvard, you get your degree. But here, if you survive and nothing happens to you, then that's a pretty good deal.
That's right.
That's right. But your DNA is in some database there, just in case.
Your DNA is somewhere on campus. That is true. And Ice-T will find it.
The most lenient student tribunal of any university in the entire country. Everybody gets off.
Yeah,
everybody does get off at Hudson. Yeah, that's true.
It does, right? So the backstory is that he just dropped out of school, this is Hayes, and started a defense contracting company and personally made $1 billion. How? Did he invent the bullet? What the fuck?
He faked it till he made it with all of those monogrammed sweatshirts that he wears all the time.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right. And all the quarter zips that he loves wearing. Yeah.
That's right. Very broy.
Do you remember back in the day when they were saying like, oh, the Pentagon paid $400 for a hammer?
Yeah.
I think he's selling hammers. Right?
It could be hammers. Yeah, I'm really curious to see. I wish they would have delved a little bit more into that, because I love when it's always a bad guy that's a defense contractor and they never explicitly say what it is. It's usually missiles, but with him, it could be something phallic, I'm assuming, but
that's right.
I don't know.
So Benson and Stabler end up at the private jet hangar to find it's an entirely female flight crew, also known as Ben Shapiro's DEI fever dream.
I'm afraid we can't answer any further questions without a lawyer present. Let's go.
Well, we're not charging you with anything.
You have nothing to charge us with. I'm sorry, but the terms of our employment include a confidentiality agreement.
Remember, this all happened at Hayes' 50th birthday. Man, you should have seen the drawing on the card that gave him.
Yes.
Boobies.
Fictional.
Fictional.
All right, let's take a look at our cast.
It's our very special guest star,
Mr. Robert Klein. Here he is playing Hayes' attorney, Dwight Stanish.
While we're exchanging pleasantries, I'm requesting this interview be conducted under a waiver of immunity.
Now, Klein was the first comedian to have a comedy special on HBO, and he was honored this summer at the Borscht Belt Fest 2025 at the Borscht Belt Museum in the Catskills.
Yep.
Okay, Boomer.
Catskill. Every time I hear Catskills, I think of Dirty Dancing, because I did a book about Patrick Swayze. So
100%.
Now I'm going to think about Robert Klein, though, in the Borscht Belt.
That's right. He looks like an old Lewis Black in this.
Yeah.
Episode,
He looks like a calm Lewis Black, not an angry Lewis Black.
Valium Lewis Black.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's done this character 4 times on SVU. It doesn't really feel like it was used here, right? It just kind of...
No.
Did you hear the one about my client breaking the law? You mean like he was like that?
He's gonna be
Force humor right in the middle of the case.
You need like a good angry moment from him because he is a comedian. You need somewhere he's like some gusto, but they didn't give it to him really.
Yeah. Usually comedians, when they're on the show, though, they're perverts. So he kind of got off lucky, I think.
That's true. Yeah. He wasn't like Martin Short, right? Where he was fake psychic and smelling panties or whatever he was doing. Yeah.
That's right.
So also this summer, Robert Klein made his 89th appearance on The Tonight Show.
Wow.
Odd makers are taking bets on who will live longer, Robert Klein or The Tonight Show. I'm just like,
Too soon, Kevin.
You just got to make it to Wednesday.
Too soon.
I'm talking about The Tonight Show. You just got to make it to Wednesday. And I also realized that sometime in the distant future that when Robert Klein does slip the mortal coil, that some listener will have just downloaded this episode and be really pissed at me.
And these are the stories. Curse continues.
These are the stories. Kiss of death is a real
He's
thing.
predicted
a lot
so
of
many
times
deaths.
we've mentioned somebody and then something bad happens
before the episode comes out,
or immediately afterwards.
So you're not in some sort of death pool like Fantasy League or something, are you? Where you have money on this? I hope. Okay.
No. But the odds for this particular actor probably
not in his favor.
Not in his favor. Well, we got a couple of Hey, It's That guys.
Hey, it's that guy.
Can you tell me the name of the actor playing Jordan Hayes?
I appreciate your courtesy, Captain. They tell me you were just with Evan. How is the police commissioner?
Oh, yeah, Colm Fiore.
Yeah.
Shakespearean trained actor.
Yeah, Colm Fiore actually is how he pronounces it.
Colm?
Spells it weird. Colm. Like
Colm,
a column.
oh.
Yeah, and it is spelled like Fiore, but they pronounce it Fiore. He's recently been in Netflix's The Umbrella Academy, and he was in House of Cards as General Brockhart, who resigned after standing up to the president. Totally relatable. He was also in the Jack Bauer TV series 24.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he was the first gentleman to a female president. Also, totally relatable. Colm is fluent in both English and French. They said he's a Canadian actor, and he has appeared in many bilingual productions, including Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
Oh. Not Bon Cop, Mall Cop?
Bon Cop, Mall Cop.
I mean, shouldn't that be what it is?
Both of them in Canada?
Yeah. Do you recognize who's playing Dr. Ari Nathan?
She presented with severe abdominal pain and bleeding. I gave her an ibuprofen and a tampon.
You know, it's funny. He always looks like Temu Ryan Reynolds to me, but Christian something. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, it's Christian Campbell. 3 Law and Order appearances. He is the brother of Neve Campbell.
That's
Nev
right.
Campbell.
Nev Campbell. Well, I don't know.
Scream Queen, Nev Campbell from Party of 5.
Why can't anyone spell their names like I can pronounce them this episode?
I think he's in Reefer Madness, if I remember, the movie musical. Yeah.
Yes, with Kirsten Bell. Fantastic actor. His wife is also a Broadway actress. Her name is America Olivo. She was the understudy for the lead actress in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
She got off easy being the understudy.
The greatest musical on Broadway ever.
Yeah. She stepped into the role for several weeks when Natalie Mendoza, who is the lead actress, got a concussion backstage when a rope fell on her head. And then she stepped in again to replace TV Caprio, who took over when TV got whiplash in a fight scene.
Oh, my God.
The Aflac. I mean, I think that's a great way of getting a...
Broken ankles, concussions.
People
that
falling.
thing was so cursed. It was so great.
I feel like the only person who kind of got out unscathed was Reeve Carney, who played Spider-Man, because he ended up doing Hadestown and marrying Evelyn Oblazada from Hadestown. So at least I think he's doing okay. I don't know if he got hit with any random objects from the stage, but hopefully not.
Joey Taranto from
Our
I
friend.
Think Not was in the cast, and I don't know if he's told it, so I won't tell his story. He had a great interaction with Bono. I hope if he hasn't said it on his podcast, everybody at him so that he'll tell it. So we have a Hey, It's That Girl.
We do?
Hey, it's that girl.
Who is playing Jasmine, the teen victim who comes forward and speaks out to Benson.
Excuse me. They told me downstairs to talk to Detective Benson.
Ooh, that one I don't know.
Yeah, her name is Catherine McNamara. She'll go on to play the lead character, Clary Frey, in the fantasy show Shadowhunters. Abby Walker in Walker, Texas Ranger, the
Never
prequel to Walker, Independence, and as Maya Smoke, who becomes the Green Arrow when her father, the Green Arrow, is killed on Arrow.
Oh, that's how that works?
That's how that works, yeah.
Oh, it's not like the Dalai Lama where they just pick somebody. It's like lineage.
The Green Arrow is kind of a weird superhero because you have to obviously be really good at archery.
That's true. That's like your one job, right? You have to be good at, or wearing leather, I think.
Yeah.
But,
Legolas, the Green Arrow, right?
The Flash has it easy because he's like, I run really fast. I can do something with this, but...
And the Green Lantern is like whoever has that stupid ring or something.
Yeah, you're
right?
like, oh.
Yeah. It's got to imagine it. It pops right out. Yep.
Two different ends of the spectrum on those green superheroes there, yeah. So, can you tell me who is playing Drew, the massage girl jerking off Jordan on that video and who has 0 lines?
Is that, I think it's Erin Moriarty from The Boys.
Yes, exactly.
The girl?
The girl that you saw in video turned her head for half a second. Nice catch, Neal.
Holy crap.
I look at a lot of videos of rich guys getting jacked off, so that's
you don't recognize him on site.
Yeah. It's just for research. It's all fictional. It's research.
Yeah.
She's Starlight, right? Is that her name?
Yeah, Starlight, exactly. Neal obviously has done his research on this podcast and has researched more.
I would like to remind the audience he wrote a fucking book about this show. He has an advantage.
Thank you. I have been binging the show though, and I was telling Kevin I love all the effort that you put into the show. It's very, very evident. I can tell how much you put into it, how much you love it. So
he does, and I just show up.
Well, no, you have the best jokes, so that's what you're for.
By the way, Erin recently disclosed that she has Graves' disease. That's an autoimmune condition, and she said with 1 day of treatment, she felt better than she had in years. So,
wow.
Yeah,
we know about that. Our dog used to have that. Remember?
Graves' disease?
Yes, and she used to eat your hand when you tried to give her food.
It affects dogs way different than people. The dog could just not stop eating.
She turned into a land shark.
The dog, this is a little dog, pulled a whole goddamn steak off of my plate and gobbled it. And somehow didn't choke to death. So.
Ate the Thanksgiving turkey. She's a fucking cockapoo with Graves' disease.
Yeah, Erin feels a whole lot better.
I'm glad for Erin.
Now we do have some repeat offenders.
Repeat offender.
Playing Dahlia is Kelly Barrett.
Jordy can't say no. His friend Gerard runs a modeling agency, so they hitched a ride.
She was in the episode we covered called Catfishing Teacher, the one where everyone in that class got a D. We have character actor Zach Grenier as Judge Moransky.
Seems to me like you don't have all your ducks in a row, Detective. You're merely guessing that such a recording exists.
Most people will know him as smallpox survivor Andy in Deadwood and as cutthroat attorney David Lee in The Good Wife. And playing the passenger, married to the woman trying to learn French 20 minutes before landing, is Bill Hogg from Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
Burn the pipe down. People are trying to sleep.
Now, can you tell me how about that character's wife? Call her Miss Duolingo.
Un verre de rosé, s'il vous plaît. Body.
Can you give me her name? Her name is Suzanne H. Smart. She was in a season of American Crime Story playing a character, and I'm not making this up, juror who looks like Kirstie Alley.
That's the name of her character?
That's the name of her character.
Oh, wow. They couldn't get Kirstie Alley.
I love the casting call. The long line outside the casting office is like, I'm going to get this. I know I look like Kirstie Alley. I'm just going to take a few drugs, mess up my hair. I'll be okay.
Talk about Scientology.
R.I.P., by the way, Kirstie.
Yeah, R.I.P., yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot she's dead.
It's the retroactive.
It's the retroactive. Oh, my God.
Yes. These are their stories.
Maybe she'll come alive now because you kill people on accident.
That's
Maybe
right.
she'll come back alive.
That's right.
I'll talk about
she has
going
her
clear.
own planet. She's fine.
Right. She's got her own planet. Xena will take care of her.
Okay, fucking hell. All right. Can you tell me about the actress playing Nicole Philippe, the girl who flew from France with the victim?
We explored the house. There was a room with candles and a naked man asleep on a table.
Yeah, it's Isabel Grasso. This was her one and only TV appearance. Just days after shooting this episode in January 2011, she was killed in a head-on collision with another teenager. So this episode came out 3 weeks after she died.
Wow.
So insert funny joke here.
There's a tragic story with that, too. So her parents sued the police department, the ambulance and everything like that because the ambulance got there 5 minutes after it happened, but they insisted on airlifting her through helicopter. Helicopter took like an hour to get to the hospital, which is one of the reasons she didn't make it.
Oh,
wow. That's so sad.
Yeah.
That is very sad.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Which is why I'm going to have to go back and take out all that Kirstie Alley Talk about a rough transition. I got a little production to do on
we're
this
like
one.
making fun of Kirstie Alley post-mortem, and this woman were like, we're so sad. Legitimately sad.
All right. Well, how about we move on to something else, like talking about that actor playing the customs officer. Who
Who's
is
not
that?
Customs, that guy?
Yeah, not customs, immigration, whatever.
Hayes' passengers get the full VIP treatment. I went on the plane and processed them personally.
That guy's name is Mark Kenneth Smaltz. He's had 18 Law & Order Universe appearances. He's usually playing the judge. Right now, he's playing Judd, the top of the elevator security guard in Severance.
Huh. That's why I recognize him. I'm only used to seeing him from the waist up.
You didn't recognize him, but when he got behind the desk,
yes,
and
I was
looked
like,
disinterested.
Oh, it's the guy from Severance.
You didn't know that.
I think his IMDb says he always performs pantless. That's why you only see him from the waist up.
Now appearing in Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Lastly, can you name the actress playing that female pilot or just pilot?
You mean the hot one?
The hot one, yes.
I can't. I can say that because I'm a woman. But that woman was smoking, and she had like a body for days, and like it was like that button on that shirt was doing a lot of work. That's all I can say.
Right.
We outran some weather, hit some pockets, routine flight.
That's Deborah Twist.
Hey, I look pretty great, Kevin.
You don't look female pilot great,
true.
but
maybe race car driver. Yeah, you got
Thank you.
Deborah has a very certain artistic vision. She is a writer, director, producer, actress, and she has written, directed, and starred in Sapiosexual, where this 53-year-old actress has threesomes with an old man and her much younger husband. Taboo, Family Secrets, in which she has an affair with her stepson. Gravity.
I think I've seen that on Pornhub, by the way.
One's called Gravity, where she needs police assistance because her young lover's dick gets stuck in her mouth. And Art of Diversion, as a sister and brother team who lure people into having sex and murdering them. And then Deborah's agent finally sat her down and said, is there anything you want to talk about? Okay, so Hayes shows up at the squad room to make the claim that he was raped by a 12-year-old girl. And you got to love the way that the detectives troll him. Stabler pulls out a whole box of tissues to give him as if he's going to start crying. And Benson's like, would you be more comfortable with a male detective?
There's so many good lines in this. I know Stabler or Benson says, his glass ceiling is the mirror over his bed. Just some great one-liners in this.
Yeah. I'm surprised they weren't like, show me on Ken where the bad girl touched you.
Ken.
My favorite line in this whole episode is Ice-T is Finn going, we got to find this blue-collar kitty diddler, which is a great blue-collar kitty diddler, such a great tongue twister.
Yeah, it's very Finn.
So he says that he stepped away from his birthday party because a friend, offered a present in his massage room, and that's where he fell asleep.
At first, I thought I must have been dreaming. And why is that? I was aroused. I felt myself being manually manipulated. Then I remembered it was my present. I started to enjoy myself. But then it got rough.
Apparently, he was dreaming he was a car, and AAA came to change a flat tire.
It's Lightning McQueen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So because they just can't wait 5 minutes for the hot goss, Munch and Finn have to eavesdrop on the conversation in Craig's office with a parabolic microphone that we have never seen.
That's right.
And probably has no use in investigating sexual assault.
Can we just talk about the fact that Munch, who believes that everybody, including the government, is listening to him, is the one. They always tell on themselves, man.
Tell on themselves,
These
exactly.
people tell on themselves left and right. He clearly is the conspiracy.
Neal, every accusation is a confession.
That's right. I love that, Munch's desk is like Jack Bauer's bag, where it's just something new comes out of there every episode. You don't know what's going to be in there.
He's Q. He's the Q of SVU.
It's the QAnon Mary Poppins bag where it just stuff just keeps coming out. Right, and I'll just point out that to this day, they still don't have video cameras in those interrogation rooms, but he's got this parabolic microphone like he's on the sidelines of an NFL game.
That's right.
And it comes out, and by the way, I mean, what office worker wouldn't love that to start eavesdropping on the boss, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then get all the blackmail stuff that you need to get on your boss. Yeah, for sure.
So when Benson steps out of the office, because she didn't say, well, I'm leaving, they didn't know that she was coming. They obviously didn't hear all of her footfalls and the opening the door.
And that hair blowing in
and the hair
wind.
blow. I mean, like, yeah, it's actually sounded a lot like an episode of The Lone Ranger on the radio. But she does open up the door and she catches him doing that. And she says, you guys need more sensitivity training. And I'm like, no, they need to go back to spy school because that was not on the download at all.
It was not.
No. So they locate Dr. Nathan on a house call on...
Wait. By the way, then she immediately picks up the thing and starts listening herself.
Every accusation's a confession, yeah.
I mean, Olivia, over the course of watching this whole show, she does so many things where it's like, you should never do this, don't do this, and then she always does it, like the next episode.
That's right. Believe victims, except this one.
Except this one, right. Don't worry, you need to testify. Nothing will happen to you. 10 minutes later, the suspect is killed. So
every
stuff like that.
time. Their life is always ruined.
This won't ruin your life, not at all.
Attention party people. You're officially invited to the Party Shop at Michael's, where you'll find hundreds of new items starting at 99 cents with an expanded selection of party wear, balloons with helium included on select styles, decorations, and more. Michael's is your one-stop shop for celebrating everything from birthdays to bachelorette parties and baby showers to golden anniversaries. Visit Michael's in-store or michaels.com today to supply your next party.
Always so fresh, delicious, and nutritious, Eggland's Best Eggs fuel the body with 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, and 25% less saturated fat compared to ordinary eggs. Visit egglandsbest.com to learn more.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
All right, now let's look at the second half of this episode. With all of their victims and witnesses to Jordan Hayes' crimes closing ranks, Benson and Stabler look for new ways to make their case against the billionaire pedophile.
There's no way that this is a one-time birthday wish. There's got to be other victims.
If he's bringing in jail bait, the help's got to know.
It shouldn't be too hard to get an employee list. I say we hold off talking to Jordy till we interview them.
Hayes shows the detectives his massage room, complete with towels, candles, and closed-circuit television. He says it's to record sessions and protect him from blackmail, but he insists that he didn't record that encounter with Dominique. Good-for-nothing ADA Jillian Hadwick can't get a warrant for videotapes she doesn't know exists. Meantime, Finn says Nicole has been paid off with a modeling job in Paris, and Munch is online chatting with a French teen assaulted by Hayes and encourages her to post her experience. Well, that blog quickly goes viral, and a string of preteen girls step forward to tell the squad about their experiences. They all say that they were tricked into getting naked, giving Hayes a massage, then given $500 for their silence, and asked to recruit other classmates to do the same. They haul in Hayes and put him in a cell with, shall we just refer to him as a more down-market pedophile.
A chomo, as I like to call it on the show, yes.
Stabler antagonizes Hayes by playing a video from the massage room showing that he's hung like a gerbil. Meanwhile, Benson is still trying to get cooperation from Dahlia. She refuses, saying the billionaire is the only person who ever loved her. But Olivia lets her know that Hayes is cutting ties with her. He's pulled some more strings, and his case is going to be taken over by the feds. Hayes is sure to spend some time in jail in one of those country club prisons, while Dahlia is likely to be sentenced to 80 years. So Hayes escorts them into the massage room, and believe me, no bare feet there, please. He has more lit candles than the wrapped around your finger video.
My back has been bothering me a lot lately. Do you have your girl's card?
I'm afraid she's not taking on any new clients right now.
Maybe she could squeeze him in.
No offense, but you can't afford her.
And apparently Benson is the only woman ever to enter there and say, hey, what's this television for?
Well, Isn't this not how closed circuit television works? Isn't the camera supposed to be in there and the TV is supposed to be somewhere else? Isn't that typically how it works?
Typically.
Yeah.
The circuit's not usually right there in the same 2-foot space, right? Is it just me?
So apparently the tapes are like recorded in the panic room.
Okay.
But the monitor is there. I don't know.
Look at what you're doing to me right now. Like that's the closed circuit part.
Yeah. Well, when we see the other shot is like on the videotape, it's like from straight down from the ceiling, and this was sort of to the side. So he's got a 2-camera setup.
He does.
So there's a production crew switching, and they're like, okay, take camera 2, go.
Well, he also uses that room for his podcast, obviously.
That's right. His podcast about Diddy, right? It's just body oil and podcast, yeah.
He says the videotapes of the incidents are to protect himself from blackmail, but he is videotaping essentially his own blackmail material. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm going to tell the world what you did. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to show them. Here it is.
She just wanted a prom dress, I swear.
So Munch goes to everyone's favorite social media site, Face Union.
Face Union.
You're not putting words in her mouth, are you?
Gigi has simply been encouraging Dominique to blog about her experience.
The rape was pretty brutal.
I just told her that after Gigi testified against her rapist in court and he went to jail, the nightmares ended.
And so this 60-year-old man poses as a French teenage girl and is talking in French with another French teenage girl who, in all likelihood, is also a 60-year-old man.
So he's basically catfishing one of their witnesses.
I love that Munch is always, like Kevin said, he's always the one who's on the dating sites, who's doing the Chris Hansen stuff, and he's just so good at talking like a 12-year-old girl. That's their number one guy, right?
That's right. Yeah. Telling on himself.
Yeah. Craig pulled him into his office and said, is there anything you want to talk about? Well, the big break comes when this girl tells her story in the blog, and that immediately goes viral. And this little girl shows up, comes forward asking for Benson because she read the blog in French. Okay.
Yes.
Was it an assignment?
She goes to one of those private schools in Manhattan.
Oh, she go, right?
She's a Montessori kid. That's what it is. Yeah.
¿Dónde está? No, that's Spanish, right? ¿Où es la biblioteca?
Yeah,
no,
she goes
again,
to
I'm
one of
messing
those,
up the fuck. Yeah.
She has one of those Quaker day schools that they have there. Yes. These were young actresses were brought in to play these like victims, right? Their dialogue was really intense.
It was.
He told me to take my shirt off.
And what happened next?
I was down to my brown panties when he started touching himself. Gross. Then he started touching me.
Where?
My boob. He put his hand on my panties. There were so many people in the house, I kept thinking someone would come in and stop it.
I was thinking about their parents, who had to be on set, right?
Yeah.
And their mom is just like, okay, I'm picking you up from school today for your big break in SVU. And then has to stand there while her daughter is her 10-year-old, 12-year-old daughter is describing like penis and hand action and stuff.
I will say, being a director, being on set all the time, there's two types of stage parents. There's the ones who are on their phone, do not engage you whatsoever. So if the dialogue's crazy, it's whatever. And then there's the stage moms who are like, yeah, you have to say that you rubbed it really, really hard. Emphasize hard. So it's just the two types there. So
with feeling. Do it with feeling.
Yeah. With feeling, yes. Ooh. There was that one girl that said that afterwards they were asking, like, was there anybody else? And she mentioned her friend Tina. Mm-hmm. And like, Tina's not your friend anymore. So they finally get enough probable cause to arrest Hayes. And he's still so confident that he'll be let go. He brags that he's still got a massage coming at 4 o'clock. Pro tip to Stabler, maybe stick around until 4 o'clock. You might find out something.
You might have more probable cause.
Yeah, you might have another victim. Wouldn't
that be great?
Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. Let's get them all together.
You might have another video that you can't stand watching all the way through. Have you noticed that? Like whenever there's video evidence, like, I can't watch this. I'm like, it is your job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I remember there was one episode early on in the series where I think maybe it was Munch and Finn, where I think or maybe it was Stabler too. They watched like 14 hours of kiddie porn basically, and then they were like, well, after 14 hours, like I can't do this anymore.
That's right. I can't. Just I could muscle my way through 13.
That's right.
But
we don't have the budget for overtime for this.
That's right.
Got paid overtime.
That's right.
Watch. Sorry, Kathy. Sorry, I can't come to bed tonight.
God, it's like, what are they looking for? Like
he's looking for Maureen and Kathleen. That's what he's looking for.
As long as that's
he always
fine.
thinks the worst of his damn daughters.
You can fast forward through it. I think there's no plot. This isn't sapiosexual.
It's not Gravity.
It's not Gravity. Thank God.
God, I remember the name of one of those films. What is wrong with me?
Taboo Family Secrets. Yeah. So they put Hayes in a cell with another child molester. Let's just call it for what it is. But not one of those executive level child molesters.
Hey, Moneybags, you might just get that 4 o'clock massage of yours. Ernest here. He's got a lot of experience with inappropriate touching.
It has been a bleak life. So good to make your acquaintance.
This one reads so much like a stereotypical predator that we know he was just arrested on principle.
Do you think Stabler put him in there on purpose? Like they knew they have like a little dunk tank of pedophiles whenever they need them, like a little side character, and they pull him out and they go, hey, just make this guy angry.
That's right. That's right. It's like they 100% do this on purpose all the time, right? Put him in with someone who's going to like either make them break or beat them up.
It's like a relief pitcher, right? It's like bring in the lefty, right? And then the lefty pedophile comes in. It's like, you know what to do.
All right, we need you to get this guy.
Talk about his manhood. Remember, he has the gerbil dick, as Kevin said. Yeah.
No balls, please. Yes. Just strength. So Hayes seems unfazed at first with the arrest, and he tells his butler, this too will pass. And that's when Finn has this comeback. He says,
and remember the foolish sayings of a rich man pass for wise ones.
And it should surprise no one that is not the correct quote. It's attributed to Cervantes. It's the foolish sayings of the rich pass for wise saws in society. Oh. But I'm still going to give it to him. That's some sweet wisdom from Finn.
Sweet wisdom from Finn.
It is.
Nice job, Finn.
He knows things.
Do you think Ice-T got the line wrong and Dawn Danoon wrote it the correct way, or do you think it was written that way?
It was not. It was written that way.
Okay.
Have you seen this writer's room in action? They give zero fucks about nearly anything. Continuity, plot holes. They didn't even look it up. She's like, I think the phrase is, let's just put that in.
Yeah, well, it's the rich pass for wise saws, S-A-W-S, which actually just means it's a weird phrase of the time for wise words.
Okay.
But I'm sure the actor looked at wise saws. You mean like a hacksaw? That's not good. I'm not saying that. So
Cervantes is stupid. There, I said it.
So apparently it's really cold in that massage room because the video shows that Hayes has a baby carrot for a penis.
Wow. That is not a lot to be proud of.
Morales, turn it off. Too many people around.
Is that why you go for little girls? They got nothing to compare it to?
Son of a bitch, come and say that to my face. Don't poke the animals.
No.
Taylor Swift is not writing a song about his dick, apparently.
That's true.
She is. It's called Crocus.
It's called Crocus? Sapling instead of Is that a AA battery in your pocket? You just glad to see me.
Ew.
I gotta say, this just seems like the only way in real life that you can take down a powerful man is to tell the world that he has a 2-inch Grinch, right?
Yeah, you can't have him actually doing a crime on video. That will not work.
That's right. Yeah, none of the evidence matters. None of the fact that he's probably built missiles that bomb other countries, that he has the Pentagon on his side. But once you talk about someone's manhood, it's all bets are off.
That's right. He went on Truth Social and went on a rant.
Yep.
And that was that.
In all caps, I have a large penis. Yeah.
Everyone says so.
Everyone's saying it.
He got so mad he beat up the Chomo and got blood on his cashmere sweater.
Yeah, his monogram.
I mean, if you're going to get blood on your quarter zip that's cashmere, then you really are passionate about what you're fighting for, I think. So,
yeah. So Dahlia is really testing the limits of Benson's sensitivity training.
Why are you such a bitch?
And that's when Stabler comes in and says, I'll adopt you. Had a love-hate relationship.
He loves her. You know he loves her.
I know he does.
It's on the record.
That is on the record. That's right.
It's on the record. So in a move that should surprise no woman with a man in trouble, Dahlia is stunned to see that Hayes has made some kind of deal with the feds to save himself while leaving her without support to face dozens of years in jail.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, and as Hayes is walking away, Dahlia yells out, hey, there are blind spots in those surveillance cameras.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe, fast-tracking your way to being debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back significantly less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Hey neighbor, celebrate the holidays with Birch Lane. Our timeless furniture and decor are delivered for free in days, not weeks. It's classic style for joyful living. Shop Birch Lane, a Wayfair specialty brand at birchlane.com.
All right, let's take a look at the real-life story that inspired this episode. What could it be? It's time for a rip from the headlines.
You think you know who did it. You think you know who did it. But you don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Rip from the headlines.
This episode is inspired by the early crimes of Jeffrey Epstein. In March 2005, coppers in Palm Beach, Florida, started looking into the wealthy financier after a 14-year-old girl said he sexually abused her during what he called a massage. She'd been paid $300 and told to keep quiet. Detectives discovered that Epstein had been paying dozens of high school girls for grim stuff, often getting them to rope in their mates in a kind of pyramid scheme. Despite strong evidence, including victim statements and corroborating witnesses, Epstein's legal team managed to blag a proper shady plea deal. In 2008, he pleaded guilty to 2 state charges, soliciting prostitution and procuring a minor. He served just 13 months in county jail, and even then, he was allowed out for work release nearly every day. The deal also gave federal immunity to Epstein and his unnamed co-conspirators, which later kicked off a riot storm. The victims weren't told about the deal, which violated federal law and led to years of legal challenges. It also set the stage for Epstein's later arrest, when prosecutors finally reopened the case and charged him with sex trafficking. Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 death by hanging in his jail cell remains a point of contention and controversy.
Have you heard of this case? Is this...
No.
Is this too deep of a
Who
cut?
is Jeffrey
no, you heard?
Epstein?
Okay.
Who is this?
I was really afraid that Cy might come in with Jeffrey Epstein and I have to send it back to him.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
like, they knew everything back. Like, they even on the
Yeah.
show, the writers knew everything.
Right.
They said there's a former president in the photos, billionaires, former presidents. Like, they knew everything.
They're like, save this file because we're going to come back later and have to address this again. You know? I think that guy playing Pete on Mad Men would make a good stand-in in season 20-something or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When Epstein was in jail, he didn't just have a private cell. He had his own cell block, which might have been why he was so lonely that he needed to be out of that cell for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, he was allowed to go home on the weekends, remember?
Well...
Wild.
His hours in the cell were 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. So it's basically like working third shift at an Amazon warehouse.
And he still had to pee in a jar as well.
Just like at an Amazon warehouse. Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. He did have to stay 24 hours, though, on Thursdays. So essentially his punishment was he couldn't go to trivia night at a pub.
Oh, it was must-see TV. It's Thursday, right? You got to stay home.
That's
yeah.
right.
So it was when the Miami Herald in 2018 published an expose called Perversion of Justice that it revealed a lot of the hidden details from the 2008 deal. They got that it basically got the ball rolling again on
Reporter
this.
Julie Brown, right?
Yeah, so they got the ball rolling again on that final investigation. And I'll point out that all America really had to do was watch this episode of SVU. Be like, oh, well.
It had everything. It had Private Island. It had everything.
It had all the details. So do you guys think if, he had just served his time like a normal billionaire sex trafficker in prison, not so outrageously comical about the treatment that he got, that there would have been really little journalistic interest in what he was up to in 2018?
I think there still would have been. I mean, everyone knew he was still doing it. It's
Yeah,
like he
right,
was arrested for this thing that he was then still doing, like very much in the open. So I think that there would have
It's like the worst kept secret. Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of ours went to St. John and went on like a charter like snorkel trip, and the captain, this was like 10 years ago, was like, "Oh, that's Pedophile Island over there."
Oh, they just call it out like on the tour, right? Like the like the Disney tour. Like this is Fantasy Island. This is the pedophile island. Yeah,
exactly.
Now, the thing is that you have a conspiracy theory that approximately 15% of Americans believe in which the elites are trafficking children and torturing them in satanic rituals at secret locations in order to extract a compound made from the oxidization of adrenaline, which they use as a life force, and it's all being covered up by the government. But then you have an actual mega wealthy elitist who is actually trafficking minors on a secret island for other mega wealthy people at the highest levels of power, covered up by the government. So my question about QAnon followers is, can you blame them?
Yeah, I mean, today's episode for me specifically is brought to you by adrenochrome because I am 97 years old. So this is the benefits right here.
You look great.
Thank you.
It's so vampiric.
Yeah, exactly. Let me in, please.
You know what QAnon is doing, Kevin?
What?
They're telling on themselves.
Telling themselves.
Yeah.
That's right. The power doesn't come from life serum. It comes from money.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It comes from injectables and doctors we don't have access to because of our stupid insurance system. That's where it comes from.
Is there like a magical medical bed that you can
Yes.
yeah.
There's a documentary about that we watched. That guy who's like optimizing, that rich guy's optimizing everything
all the
to live
vitamins.
forever.
Oh, yeah.
That's what rich people do. All they care about is living forever. That's all they care about.
Like Jordan
And money.
Hayes says, if you get a therapeutic and spiritual massage, all the doors will open to you. So
Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks, Obama.
I mean, I'm actually being serious. It has nothing to do with children, obviously.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, look at a photo of him 20 years ago and look at a photo of him now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Tell me he's not using adrenochrome. No, I'm just kidding. He's not.
He's not using-
Clearly. But those rich people, man, they know how to live forever. That is their thing. That's their jam.
Yeah.
I don't know why Microsoft dude's not using it, but
Bill
like
Gates,
everyone else seems to be. Yeah, Bill Gates does not seem to be using that shit.
Okay, so is there a client list? Rebecca's nodding her head.
Well, there's something.
There's something. There's some documentation.
If there's nothing, we would have heard there was nothing a long time ago.
You're not talking about the TV series with Jennifer Love Hewitt, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Because for some reason the story is back in the news, and people seem to be interested. And
even Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks there's a client list, Kevin. This is a woman who said there were Jewish space lasers.
I know. Once
All
she
right?
turns, it's like, well, all hell's is breaking loose now. Yeah.
When LBJ said, if I've lost Walter Cronkite on Vietnam, I've lost the nation. Yeah. So because this is, I'll just admit it, kind of a challenging thing to talk about, sometimes you might have to go to Google and Google the phrase Jeffrey Epstein jokes.
Oh, no.
And when you do that, you get a lecture from Google.
Really?
It says, requesting and sharing jokes about sexual assault, sexual abuse, or human trafficking is inappropriate and harmful. Can't disagree. Absolutely can't disagree. Though it seems a bit judgy coming from a company under fire internationally for failing to shut down URLs for known child sex abuse material sites, including AI-generated content, incomplete transparency reports on how they handle CSAM, and, for fuck's sake, auto-completing search terms suggesting that someone might be taken to very borderline content. So I agree, it's important to stand up for victims and respect them, but Google needs to fucking check itself.
And you know what else is bad, Google? Pedophilia.
That's right.
Yeah.
Really bad, which
Really
you
bad.
can Google, I guarantee. They're just trying to get you so that later when you commit a crime, they can look at your Google searches.
Oh, yeah.
So now you have that, Kevin. Congratulations.
That's right.
You're on
Flag
camera
for the
now.
government.
You're on camera like Jordan, right?
That's
right.
Exactly. Google will not give you research on this topic, but if you ask it whether AOC is a lizard person, it'll give you 7 full pages so you can do your own research. Well, that is going to do it for us. We want to thank our guest, Neal E. Fischer. Neal, where can our listeners follow you?
I'm on Instagram at Neal E. Fischer, NEALFISCHER. You can check out my podcasts, Triviality podcast. It's a pub Triviality game show type podcast, and Curated by Chance, which my co-host and I use an algorithm devised by her husband to talk about art and film and culture and stuff.
And check out
Don't
this
forget
book.
the book.
And
This
the book
book is like the life of a showgirl for SVU. It's incredible.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to write, and it gave me the opportunity to hang out with folks like yourself, which was so much fun. So.
And Rebecca Lavoie, how can our listeners follow you?
You can find me reading this book on the couch, Kevin. You can also find me at Reb Lavoie.
And you can follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, and Blue Sky. Our newsreader was Cy Frater. Our theme music was composed and performed by Uncanny Valleys. Content assistance from Travis Roy. Lily Flynn handles promotions. All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with U.S. Copyrights Act fair use exemption for criticism and commentary. Go to lawandorderpodcast.com, sign up for our newsletter for a chance to be our next Law & Order Marathon winner. These Are Their Stories was recorded in Studio C and is a production of Partners in Crime Media.
Partners in Crime Media.
Hey neighbor, celebrate the holidays with Birch Lane. Our timeless furniture and decor are delivered for free in days, not weeks. It's classic style for joyful living. Shop Birch Lane, a Wayfair specialty brand at birchlane.com.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.